All right. Good morning to you, Ali. We are going to start. Yeah, we are recorded. So,
Hi.
ayan. Yeah, how are you, Ali? Can you greet our viewers from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and globally? Can you please tell them your hi, hello?
Hi. Good morning, everyone.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Ali, for gracing my show tonight. And to start off, I just want to ask you, what made you decide to settle in Puerto Princesa?
That's mainly because of the pandemic. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
at the time we were in El Nido because in tourism in El Nido, and after living in our place for nearly a year after hard lockdown, we
Mm-hmm.
decided, yeah, we need to do something. We cannot just stay here out there on a small island and just wait for whatever comes.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Okay, I'm just gonna cut you off there. You are a tourist in El Nido, is that right?
I have a how do you call it, an accommodation in El Nido. It's called Brother Island,
Okay.
and um,
All
that's
right.
where that's where we were at the time, and with no income, no nothing going on during the lockdown. uh,
Mm-hmm.
Despite everyone's fear, I was like, okay, we're just gonna open a restaurant in the heart of Puerto Princesa and tend to the local market, because you cannot rely anymore on tourists. And so since I had some years of experience in the gastronomy industry as well, it was like, good, why not? So now we're
Okay.
here.
All
One
right.
year later, we're here. Yeah.
1 year later, you are there. Okay. How did you became part of this, having this business and all, because many Filipinos are not inclined so much into entrepreneurship just until this pandemic. We were introduced to entrepreneurship. And who is Ali before everything else? Before the Max and Bunny, before that accommodation in El Nido, who are you?
Um, so my father would usually say that I'm a cosmopolitan, because we would spend half of the time in Palawan or in Manila in the Philippines, and half of the time somewhere around the world, because my
Okay.
father was a tour director, and he would bring us along everywhere. He would go, we would go.
Okay.
So that was more in the early age. So I don't even know to which countries I've been, all of
Mhm.
to all of them. Uh, but
Okay.
uh, but it was a good experience in early on, and then after that I uh, had to do schooling, of course, which I did mostly
Mhm.
abroad, not in the Philippines, and that's finished a business college in Vienna, Austria, and
Okay.
went to after that I did an additional diploma in audio engineering, which I
Mhm.
started in Los Angeles, and then finished that in with a partner school, or it's the same school but different in Hamburg, Germany.
Mhm.
And so I was always eager to learn more, and working on the side,
Okay.
working student for quite a long time.
All right. Oh, I
So
love that. I love that, Ali, when you say that you wanted to learn more. Because, from learning and then from, exploring different countries, I believe you have been exposed to different cultures and different learning so that you can grow. And as I can see now that you are so much a grown person, right? Because you are sharing now your story to many people here. not just here in the Philippines, but of course to our friends all over the globe there. And thank you for that heart that your father etched in you. So I love also that thing about cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
You are a cosmopolitan because you've been traveling around the globe. And for all the viewers out there who are listening right now, Ali here is a well, he's very successful with regard to his business, right? He's a successful man. He's a family man. He loves what he's doing. And the number one trait that I was clearly looking at him right now is that his ability to learn more. And all of you should do that as well. You have to open your mind, you have to open your heart to more and explore more um, things and learn more about life so that you can share more, right? Ali?
Well,
Okay.
I would add like to add to that. Learning never ends. It never stops. The whole until we leave this world, we are learning every day,
Yes.
all day,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's a natural process,
Mm-hmm.
and that's very important because it also adds to what they call perspective.
Yeah.
Um, not the, so you can see from different points of view what
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
what because sometimes we like to think ito yung naisip ko, this is how it must be, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And with a
The
little bit
that.
of research or some learning or some different
Yes.
perspectives, and you get to find out that it's okay to be wrong sometimes,
Oh, yes. Perfectly. Yes. Yeah.
and it's a natural part of it,
Yes.
and and part of our growth. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So if you see, ladies and gentlemen, those who are watching right now, Ali is speaking in Tagalog, so you don't have to worry. Okay.
So, yeah.
So sometimes, or most of the time, I keep receiving like messages. Well, basically because I have foreigners, I have foreign audience, from different parts of the country, like Vietnam, Myanmar, and these are the people who really having a hard time understanding things. And you are speaking in Tagalog, so it's okay, guys. That's he's speaking in Tagalog because this is a Filipino show. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Now, let's talk about your restaurant, Max and Bunny. What is the history behind that? I've been, well, for everybody out there. I've been in the restaurant, and you will see how beautiful that place is in a little while because we will show you how good or how beautiful is Max and Bunny. That restaurant, very cozy, very simple, yet very approachable. You know that when you go there, para kang nasa bahay mo. So kaya siya approachable, no, para sa akin. Kasi when I enter the vicinity, nung sinabi nila na dyan, kahit yung kapatid ko, no, my brother, is really looking forward to visit your place. Kaya lang feeling niya mahal. So sabi ko sa kanya, no. So tinanong niya ako, sabi niya, ate, is it cool? Ganyan, ganyan, bigyan mo naman ako ng pangkain ko, no? Sabi ko, sige. Sabi ko, pero it's not expensive. So anyway, could you please tell our viewers the history behind your beautiful resto, Max and Bonnie?
So when we came down from El Nido, we started this. The uh, Actually, Max and Bani was the project name for a convenience store
Mm-hmm.
of my partner, and we just tried. And the first thing we she set up there, uh, it was didn't work so well at first, and then we said, yeah, maybe we can uh, use it somewhat differently because we already have the whole. She already had all the business papers, no.
Yeah.
And the name came about because it's Max is my son, and
Mm-hmm.
Bunny because my partner's born in the year of the rabbit. So the
Wow.
two of
Okay.
them. So it's the two of them,
Mm-hmm.
and um, so I said, yeah, okay. So we need a means and ways to make a living.
Mhm.
So let's just use that Max and Bunny and apply it here to the resto that we're set.
Okay.
So uh, when we before we opened, we went to Manila to my ancestral house, my
Mhm.
lolo's house in Caloocan, and we also have my tita was also getting rid of a lot of her own furniture in also in Manila in her condo. So what happened is we just brought all these different elements, things, furniture, tables, just
Yeah.
random household stuff, if you like, from all these different houses, from my lolo's house, from my tita's house, from our own house in El Nido, from my house here, and also from my parents' house in Vienna. All the things that are not needed anymore. Anything from pots to plates to furniture to what have you, and which became a very essential or core part of this what you describe as something like a homey feeling, uh, because that's how we always were also. Um, to have a very homey vibe. You don't. I also want to go to a place and feel at home rather than be like feel like a stranger, you know. And this became a core part of this whole method. And then once we assembled all the things from, I don't know, we sent like 2 or 3 containers in total with all this random stuff. And then, and then once it was here, we were able to assort it na, okay, we can use this, we can use that. And while we were constructing, we were doing the whole sorting, and then after a span of maybe 5 months of construction, um, we were able to finally open up shop on May 27 last year. That's 2021. Yeah. And this is pretty much how Max and Bunny came about. Um, and So for the menu that we have, this is also we have international food, we have Filipino food,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I saw that.
yeah, and the idea behind that was, especially at the time, there
Mhm.
was no one could travel. It's impossible
Okay.
to travel. The hard lockdown. Uh,
Yes.
we're just in the middle of it, of the pandemic uh, raging on. So yeah, when that happened, no one could travel. So we decided, okay, we'll just travel by food because say they say that the first way to get to learn a new culture is through their cuisine.
Yeah.
So and then in depth if you start learning the culture or the language. But the very very first instance is the cuisine. No, if you go to I don't know if you go to Italy, then most likely you want to try out how the original pizza or the original
Yes.
carbonara tastes like. You know,
What about if you wanted to visit Max and Bunny? So what they can expect from the restaurant? What is your fine dining delicacy there? Your best seller?
best sellers. Good question. um, we have some Austrian dishes, such as some
Mm-hmm.
classic like Viennese Schnitzel. Some we have some of our best sellers are Filipino dishes like kare kare. uh,
Mm-hmm.
caldereta. We have good pizza, 12-inch thin crust pizza in different variations, um, and from classic to a little bit more fusion as well.
Yeah.
And we also came up with our own dishes
Mm-hmm.
that it's more in the fusion part, such
Okay.
as salmon silog, salmon
Yeah.
sinigang. Just a different approach.
You
And
know, yes, Filipinos love that. The silog. Yeah, the silog. That's the classic favorite of Filipinos. Filipinos love to eat rice. Yeah. So, happy sila na nakagawa ka ng ganyang recipe. So,
Mhm.
anyway, who's preparing the food? Like, do you have a chef? Or
Yeah,
are you
everyone was
preparing
like,
that?
I think no one in Palawan ever saw salmon silog before.
Yeah, the salmon
And
silog. Oh, we haven't ordered that yet, no. What did we order ba there? I think the steak, steak yata yung in-order ni Ariel. So, when we go back, we'll try the
yeah,
salmon.
steak.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
steak is good. So
please.
for everybody watching, if you are gonna visit Puerto Princesa, then try to drop by at the Max and Bunny. It's very near the city, so you can try their salmon silog. Okay. Ayan. So, Ali, since you are a successful man, you are a successful person with regard to your businesses. 'Di ba? How is your personal life? How do you cope with your personal life there in the island in Puerto Princesa? Are you with
Mm.
your wife, with your kids, like that? So how do you struggle?
That's I'm definitely more of a family man, if you like. I like to spend as much time as possible
Mm-hmm.
with my kids. Soon, my kids. We're expecting in 2 months our second child, and
Wow!
I
Congratulations.
thank you. and and I've always enjoyed taking care of uh, hanging out with kids a lot, and that's why I'm also hands-on
Mm-hmm.
in the, for example, with the whole procedures with from showering to changing diaper and everything. I'll have no restraints on that.
You're very
And
Filipino. So you've mentioned about you being a cosmopolitan, right? So you are a German, you can speak English, you can speak Filipino like that, right? So you were born where?
I was born in
Born and
Vienna,
raised where?
in Austria, in Vienna,
Austria.
Austria.
Okay,
Yeah.
so in Austria, the language there is German.
Uh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's a
And
different dialect, but same, same. Mm-mm.
same, same. And then how did you learn to speak Filipino? How long have you been here in the Philippines?
It has nothing to do with the uh, only partly to do with me being here,
Mm-hmm.
um, which definitely improved my Tagalog. But it is mainly because of uh, my mother, because we always spoke Tagalog.
Okay, your mom is a Filipina.
Yeah, so Tagalog is literally my mother tongue. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so good for you. There you go, guys. And here we are, a very successful Filipino Viennan man and Austrian who would like to he explore the business in the Philippines. So, syempre, kaming mga Pilipino, no, tayong mga Pinoy, lumalabas tayo ng bansa, di ba? And let's just explore our own country, right, Ali? Because we have lots to offer and all we have to do is just learn. Kasi katulad nga ni Adi, di ba? He
Mhm.
explored the Philippines and now he has his own restaurant in Puerto Princesa and of course is the accommodation business in El Nido still working? Open?
Yes, we were able to reopen just a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they have had very, ano, many changes with the whole pandemic that happened and the
Okay.
regulations, and we were able to comply in all respects and reopen. I think 2 months
Okay.
ago. Yeah.
Okay. So we will have a go-to place in El Nido when we go back, because we were
Yeah.
there like I believe like 5 years ago. We were there to celebrate my birthday as well. So
Yes.
okay, Ali. So can you please give our viewers a message, an inspirational message, no, that can help them cope with
Um,
adversity that they are experiencing.
since you already mentioned, you know, that in most cases, us Filipinos would prefer to go abroad rather than stay here. What we can do is that we, I think it's better to not only look outwards, you know, but also come back here. So, as an example, for I have lots of friends in the Filipino community in Vienna, in Austria, and most of them, because they grew up there, also would prefer to stay there. But
Okay.
maybe because of being used to being there,
Mm-hmm.
or for whatever reason, they couldn't imagine as much to be here in the Philippines because it's such a different climate, the other side of the world, literally, you know. And many people would look into these developed, more developed Western nations, or to to stay and live, and because you earn more nga daw, diba?
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, in my case, I it was always it was a matter of not if, but a matter of when I'll be coming back home here. Because the weather, the people, the friendliness, the um, not it's you have more, how do you say it, more freedom to do, or for example, set up a business, and you may not earn as much as if you're a high earner there. You eventually earn more than if you're a high earner here, but you don't have the same expenses. You know, you have much more uh, freedoms, and you get to spend more time with family and friends as well. Um, and it's just a different culture. Uh,
Okay.
and if you're okay with that, then I definitely recommend, rather than going outside.
Mm-hmm.
Also, coming from here, there's so many Ws, people who wanna go out of the
Mm-hmm.
country to, mostly for financial reasons. But this is I went to Germany for 7 years for work. Um, I know how it feels like to be a sort of OFW, where being in a place where you have no family and no friends, and you work and you earn, and you um, then bring your earnings back, sort of. Uh, and it's it it ruins a lot of families, you
Yeah.
know. And you get really upset
You get
after a
separated like
while.
that.
Yeah, if you don't see your loved ones for so long, you
Yeah.
know, you miss out all the birthdays and all the special events and what have you. And yeah, then it's a little bit, eh, it's okay to just stay here na lang, or go out to a different country for maybe just a short while, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just to gain some professional experience. Um, yun nga, so you get some perspective, and especially while
Okay.
you're young. And then instead of staying abroad, come home, bring your experiences, your professional experiences back here,
Mm-hmm.
and contribute to what we have going on here back home, so we
Yes.
can improve and share, and this is our home country.
Yes,
So
I that. Yeah, thank you for that, Ali. And well, of course, thank you for so much wisdom, no, inside your inspirational message. And I will get my insights there in a little while. So for now, I'd like you to invite all our viewers to your restaurant to visit Puerto Princesa. So where is Max and Bonnie? Go, Ali.
we are here in the heart of Puerto in San Pedro,
Mm-hmm.
very close by to Hotel Centro, which already says we're central. uh, Maybe 2 minutes away from there along Lanzanas Road. And yeah, give a drop by whenever you can. We'd be happy to see you here. We're open every day. And for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And whether residents in Puerto or from outside of Puerto, we'd be happy to have you here and show you our vicinity and our community that we're building here. Mhm.
Okay. All right, thank you, Ali. So, for the viewers, for all of my viewers tonight, we will give you a tour of the Max and Bunny. You know how beautiful the
Yeah.
place is. Para when you go there, meron ka ng idea kung saan ka pupwesto, no? Where you will see very very cozy, and with a natural light shining inside the restaurant. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. And I think sa gabi maganda din siya 'no, Ali, kasi makikita mo yung mga stars at night, ganyan. So,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Ali, and we are so grateful I am grateful for you blessing my show tonight, and of course, we are able to visit your place, and I think that's one of the best visit that we did, for this year. And after 2.5 years of being in pandemic, na nakapunta kami diyan. You know what, Ali?
Oh,
I'm from
yeah.
Puerto Princesa. My mom lives there. My titos and titas are from Valencia. So,
Mhm.
diyan talaga kami. And hindi lang ako lumaki diyan, but when I was young, I remember every summer, nandiyan kami. No, very provincial pa yung yung
Oh,
place.
yeah.
Puro ano pa siya, mga madaming lupa, puno, gano'n. So,
Mhm.
yan. Ngayon, ibang-iba na. And everybody out there, please visit Max and Bunny now for my trademark question. Ali, syempre hindi kita pakakawalan without you answering this question. Ayan. Are you ready?
Sure.
Oo. Oo, hindi siya pang Binibining Pilipinas. Okay. My trademark question is that if you had a chance for a do-over in your life, what would you do differently? So, for example, if Ali is not into cuisine business or in Puerto Princesa, what would you do differently?
Um, Actually, in retrospect, I'm happy with how it went. When I was young, after college or during college, uh, you're a little bit rebellious and you wanna do what you wanna do, diba? And
Okay.
um, and that was good because rather than pursuing career right away, I had the opportunity also to pursue different things and travel more and
Mhm.
before because the professional life it will definitely happen at some point, it will catch up to you, especially once you have a family, etc. So I'm good.
All right. Thank you for that, Ali. Thank you for that. So you will not
Yeah.
have a redo, you
No,
are
if
satisfied
you,
what you wanted to
yeah,
do.
while you're young, enjoy.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I
And,
think Doc Ken can agree to that. You know, when
ah,
you're young, you enjoy.
yeah, because it, it's a one-way ticket. Kaya,
Yes, it's a one-way ticket. All right, thank you so much, Ali. I'm gonna put you back so backstage. All right, don't go away because we're gonna talk more in a while. All right.
all right.
Thank
Thank
you. All right, there you go, guys. And thank you for watching tonight. So please do not forget to visit Max and Bonnie restaurant in San Pedro, Puerto Princesa City, Palawan. This is a very cozy place. Now, for all of those watching in Puerto Princesa, I know you are watching. You visit the place and then eat their best seller, enjoy the bunnies, diba? Kasi pinakita sa akin yung mga bunny doon na they are cute, but I cannot bring them home kasi syempre I need some permits, no, na nakukuhanin. But then anyway, so that was a good interview with the owner of Max and a Bunny, and I love what he said about being cosmopolitan. Being cosmopolitan is like um, being someone who explore more, being someone who is exposed to different cultures, to different people, to different things. And when you open your mind and your heart to different culture, different people, different things, you're able to get or to realize who you are. And once you've done that, then it is easy for you to put down your goal and then be able to put action, no? Wag mo kalilimutan 'yon. Na dapat kung may dream ka, may goal ka, you have to take action. All right? That is the key word. You have to take action because Ali took action when he wanted to explore the Max and Bunny putting in the Puerto Princesa area. Okay, so everybody, thank you so much for all of you who stayed with me tonight. And as I always say, this has been your coach, Mao Tolentino, reminding you every day to live with value and never ever let go of your dreams. Live your dreams. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.